Hello family, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Suzanna and welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, today's video is all about when do babies start talking. Like if you're the first time mom here and you don't know when does your baby, when do babies start talking, when do babies start, start talking their language, things like that. So that is what we are going to talk about in today's video. Please remember to subscribe, remember to share, remember to like, please. Also tell your friend to tell a friend to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, so let me tell you, me the first time when I left the hospital after I gave birth, when I came home, I was so surprised, like I was not believing myself that I'm the one who was giving birth to that kid. And I just used to keep quiet and look at the kid like that. But when the baby cries, I can just, sing for him until he keeps quiet, and then he sleeps. And then, but when he sleeps, I used to look at him like that. I'd be like, hi, is this baby going to talk? Like, is this how I was born? Like, things like that. I used to sit down and look at the baby and just wonder alone. Like, I don't know. Like, it's really magical how God does his things, It is very magical. I don't know whether it's only me thinks that way, but I think for me, I'm seeing things on the other side. Like, it's just very magical how you can give birth to a little baby like this, and then just in time, just whoop, she's grown up, and she's talking, she's calling you mom, she has gone to school, she's just blown up like that. Yeah. It's so awesome. At some point it's very shocking. Yeah, let's say that way. But anyways, let me tell you something. When I left the hospital, I have some home. When I left the hospital, when I came home, I stayed for like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, when I was taking the baby for umbilical checkup, and the doctor asked me, are you really talking to this kid, like when you're carrying the baby, like when you're trying to calm him down and make him sleep or make him keep quiet, do you normally talk to him, or do you normally call him by his names, things like that? Then I was like, sometimes. But sometimes, how can I talk to somebody who does not know how to talk yet? Then the doctor told me, no, you have to be talking to the baby. No matter it's still small, no matter it's still what, that is when the baby listens. He hears what you're saying, but the only thing he cannot reply, yeah, but he can listen to what you're talking. And that is how babies are. By the way, if you don't know, a small kid is more wiser than we big people, yeah. So you see, when we're talking to them, they listen to that. The only thing, they cannot reply to us, but they can listen. You see, the time they are looking at us straight to the eyes, when you're talking to them, they listen. They hear that thing very well. The only thing, they cannot reply to us, yeah. So it's a device that when the baby is still small, when you're from the hospital, when you're carrying the baby, when you're giving the baby the breast, when you're giving anything you're doing to the baby, you have to make sure you talk to your baby. No matter the baby cannot, no matter it's not singing, no matter what, you have to talk to the baby. That time when you're carrying the baby, you have to talk, come here, like have nyonyo, like hi baby, how are you? Like the language you want the baby to learn. If you want the baby to learn English, you have to start with English. Yeah? The more he catches up with the words you're talking, the more the baby can grow up knowing this is the language I'm supposed to learn. Alright? If you want the baby to learn Swahili, start with the Swahili before the baby grows up. When the baby is still small, start with Swahili, because that is the time when the baby can listen and start, picking what you're saying, listening to that, and thinking this is the language I'm supposed to learn. Yeah. So it is a device that you have to talk to your baby when the baby is still small, so that the baby can grow up listening to that same language daily, 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 then till the time it grows up or she grows up and she knows that this is the language I'm supposed to learn. But of course, like Kiswahili is always obvious when the baby is growing up. English comes later, alright? Mother tongue is better, like Swahili. You start with your Swahili, then when the baby grows up and when the baby goes to school, it's very easy to learn English. Yeah, you know, if you start learning, teaching the baby English, it will be hard for the baby to learn Swahili. That is, I think that is the way I'm seeing it. It can be hard for the baby even to know how to write Swahili. The baby will have problems with speaking Swahili, writing Swahili, you know, pronouncing words in Swahili, naming things in Swahili. It will be hard for the baby. The baby will only know English, like this is how this is called, this is how they call this, this is how they call this in English. So, but with Swahili, it will be hard, and I don't think whether that is better. Anyway, it's you, the parent, how you want to bring up your baby, right? But let me tell you, the baby can start talking at the age of, at the period of 3 months, not pronouncing words, no, but just talking. You know, they start language for babies, and they start talking like blah blah blah, kuchu, 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 things like that. You find the babies just rapping alone that language, yeah, but not that so much at that 3 months. When the baby reaches 6 months, yeah, the baby can start saying mama, daddy, you know, but of course that comes from you. You have to be teaching the baby how to call mom, how to call daddy, how to call this. It does not matter. The baby is small, yes, but you have to do that, because the more you do that, the more the baby can keep that in his brain or her brain, that one day, one time, this is what I'm supposed, these are the words that I'm supposed to be saying. This is what I'm supposed to say. This is my mom. This is my dad. You know, some babies start like that, like mama, yeah, mama, baba. Some babies can start like dada, mommy, things like that. So you just wake up one day and just find the baby has called you mom. Yeah, like let me tell you like example. One day I was actually feeding the baby here. I put the baby on the carrier, on the baby walker, and then I was feeding him on that when he was seated on a baby carrier. Then after that I finished feeding him. I was going to get for him water to drink. I just had the baby calling me mama. I was like, what? What did you say? I was surprised. I was like, what? Mama. Eh. I was like, yawa yawa. Like at the same time I was surprised, at the same time I was very happy to be called mom, yeah. You know, that's always the most happiest moment, to hear your baby calling you mom, to hear your baby calling you daddy, yeah. It is just the happiest moment. Then the baby just started calling me mommy, 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 yeah. And then after he swept that and he started calling daddy, daddy. But now the thing is, I he does not know how to call me mama in Kiswahili, how to call daddy baba. No, he only knows daddy in English, mommy in English. That is what he knows. If he wants to call now, actually that was at 6 months, when my baby was 6 months. That's when he started calling me mommy and daddy. And then for the baby to start now talking words that you tell the baby, like say nyam nyam. Nyam nyam, of course you know, food. Yeah, the baby can just pronounce nyam nyam. Alright, like to tell the baby to say maji, like water, the baby can pronounce, but of course you know he or she cannot pronounce it exactly like the way you're pronouncing. There's just that way the baby can pronounce, but you as a parent, you can pick it up and No, this is what the baby wants. And also, when you tell the baby susu, the baby can pick up very fast. At 10 months, some babies start talking at 10 months. Some people start at 12 months. Some people start at 14 months to pronounce words, you know, the way you tell them. Some babies start fluently at 1 year and a half. All right, like mom, maji, mom, nyam nyam, mom, susu, mom, pupu, mom, twende, mom, kuja, mom, this and this, you know, things like that. At exactly 1 year and a half, that's when the baby can start talking fluently. Like if there's somebody who has disturbed him or her outside, can say mom, this one, yeah, you know something is wrong, of course. All right, like maybe when he wants water, when he wants to go outside, when he wants to do anything, he can tell you, or she can tell you, mom, this, mom, this. Yeah, that's the exact time when the baby can be active. Like if he has seen or she has seen other kids outside playing, baby can tell you, mom, I want to go there. You know what where there is. You know what there means. Maybe some can tell you I want to go there, some can tell you I want to go and play, some can tell you nataka kuenda kucheza, things like that. So the baby will now start, as long as you talk to the baby. All right, don't just look at the baby like that. You're carrying the baby and you're just looking at the baby like that, quietly like that. No, the baby can take long to sit. Of course, no mother likes the baby to take long to sit. To take long to talk. Okay, the baby can just be there, quiet, looking at you without talking. So you have to make sure you have to make sure to talk to your baby. You have to talk to your baby every time, every word. When the baby is doing something wrong, you have to make sure this is dirty. When the baby is doing something, you know, grabbing someone's thing, you have to make sure you tell the baby this is not good, this is not yours, things like that. You have to, the way you train the baby, that is the way the baby can grow up. Okay, if you just look at the baby like that, the baby can grow up thinking like anything I do is right. Yeah, nothing is bad. Like if you don't correct your baby at that age of 1 year and a half or 1 year like that, like when the baby does something wrong, you correct him or her, the baby can grow up knowing that anything I do, mom sees it as a good thing, or dad sees it as a good thing. So you have to start training a baby at that time. And also another thing, you have to train the baby to eat by himself. Okay, by him or herself. When you serve the food, you tell him or her the name of the food. What is that food? Oh, that food is waru, Irish potatoes. Oh, this food is matoke. Oh, this food is rice. Oh, this food is ugali. Oh, this food is meat. You have to make sure you introduce to him or her like that. The moment you put in front of her the food, or in front of him the food, you tell him or her, this is rice, baby. Come and eat. Yeah, come and wash your hands. You make sure you wash the hands before eating. The more the baby can catch up on that very fast and keep that in his mind or her mind, knowing that this is what is supposed to be done when I'm going to eat, this is supposed to be done when I'm going anywhere. Yeah, things like that. You teach the baby like when you want to susu, like susu, you go and susu there. You show him or her the potty. You know you have to do that by example, by doing it by yourself. Just go and shushuma on that potty, but you don't sit on it because you're going to break it. Your bumps are big, yeah now. So you can shushuma on that potty, show the baby this is susu, this is popo. The baby can catch up very fast, and that is if you are very, you know, attentive to the baby. Like if you're paying much attention to your baby, that's when the baby can catch up with all that. So For me, that is how I've actually trained my baby, and by now, let me tell you, my baby knows how to talk. My baby is this man is clocking 1 year now, and now he knows to tell me I want to susu, I want to poo, like I want nyam nyam. Now he has refused to be fed by anybody. He wants to feed himself alone, just himself. You put the food in front of him then the food has cooled. Then you put it there. He can feed himself alone and he can drink water by himself. Yeah? So that is how to train a baby. And when the baby is playing outside, you make sure you tell him not to beat anybody. When the baby beats anybody, you tell him no, it's not good. Yeah? So that is the time the baby start talking. At 3 months, the baby can start talking their own language. You know, there's just that language. If you are a mother, if you've ever come across that little child that is just babbling alone, eh? His or her own was like boom, 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 boom. You know, things like that. But he cannot understand. But for him, he means, so for her, she means what she's saying. Yeah. So at 6 months, that's when the baby can start calling you mama, daddy. So by 1 year and a half, that's when the baby can start now picking words one by one, like nyam nyam, like twende, like nyo nyo, like maji, just one by one. Yeah. So that's when the baby can start picking one by one. As long as you, the parent, is teaching him or her how to talk, teaching her those things. So that's all for today's video. I will see you on my next video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you've learned something in this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and also share the video, like, comment, and thank you so much. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.